took away. That's the best. Get your money's worth. Now, that was it.
Like if I had to make like a power rankings list and I had to put the Pelicans somewhere, I put them like smack dab in the middle because that elevator could go up or it can go all the way to the bottom. And people like Trey Murphy are part of this conversation. Now, Trey seems to have some type of injury every single year. Typically, it's I mean, as the past couple of years, it's been to start his year, and then he missed the end of last year. So maybe part of it could start to be like, can we count on him to be healthy for a full year with a solid, at a solid volume, at a solid work share? But you were watching somebody that showed flashes of a top 30 NBA player last year with his overall impact, his passing, like some of the passing improvements, the off the bounce, the downhill, the in the half court creation. We just saw him showcase a lot more, and with those numbers that we showed, like that's just a that's just a start. That's just a flash of what some of the games that he had last year. Do we like? What do we think that we're looking at if Trey's in? Yeah. Trey continues to get better going into this year.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of player are we looking at? Because with the healthy Zion, with Herb returning, with some of the with the Jordan Poole, Derek Queen, and and company. Are we underrating how good he could be for this team or in this league as soon as next year?
Yep. And I think I'm gonna put something on wax. I think Trey Murphy will be an all-star.
Oh, okay. If you think Trey Murphy's gonna be an all-star, that means Zion's gonna be an all-star. And if you think Zion's gonna be an all-star, son, hold the fucking phone. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
We fine now. We pod now.
Hold on. Y'all mean to tell me y'all think it's a route this year that Trey makes an all-star team and Zion does not?
I'm not saying Zion does not. I'm saying Trey can make the all-star of his team independently of Zion's success.
Ooh. Lito?
I got no problem with that.
I got my theories, but go ahead, Lito.
You asked me what type of player he can be, and like that's the beauty of the situation. Nobody knows. I mean, we have our ideas, we have thoughts, but like, no, you're right, chill out. You're right. The thing is, though, it's like nobody knows. Nobody knows how good he can be. I don't think Trey knows how good he can. I think he started to believe towards the end of last season, which is like it's kind of like, hey, you ever watch like a baby figure out how to walk, like just really start standing and just putting fucking like it's kind of like that in basketball terms with him, because realistically, like on any team he's played on, he's never been the guy, so to speak. Rice, Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Like he's never been the guy. It's a good chance here, like he might be the guy. It could be. All right, hold on. Let's take it a step further. Let's give some analytics. Let's talk basketball shit, right?
Yeah.
You can't necessarily be the best player on your team or a top, would y'all say, 20 talent if you don't have if you can't score at all 3 levels?
Unless you are a hell of a defender.
Even if you're a hell of a defender and you can't score at all 3 levels, you can't be in that conversation. You cannot be. And name me a hell of a defender.
Drew Holiday.
He cannot. Can he score at all 3 levels? Would you say he's a top 20 basketball player?
I mean, I'm saying in his.
I'm saying in his hey. Was he ever considered by you?
I think he was. I think he was top 30. I don't think he was top 20. I think top 20 is reserved for like the top of the top. But I think he had a year at top 30.
I think Trey could possibly be. I could say like, yeah, dog. He probably top 20 in this shit. I think I could see that.
You think Clay was ever a top 20 player?
Yeah.
Was he elite at all three? Could he get it all?
Actually, I would say, yeah. Oh boy, yes. What you asking me?
Play the snow. When I seen him throw that ball, you might have played a Stone Cold again, bro.
Hey man.
All right, so listen, check this out. Clay probably one of the top, I would say 3 greatest shooters of all time. If you want to say 2, I ain't mad at that. But you probably like, I have seen where Klay Thompson gets the basketball on the block and or creates for himself in the mid-range area. One leg fadeaways, two leg fadeaways. Klay is a smart basketball player, can cut, receive the basketball, get a layup. I think Klay had especially when he was like two-way Klay. Yeah, I'm gonna say he was definitely in the top 20.
Oh, I can't tell you what he was, but by the signs of who he dating right now,
hey,
I can tell you I can tell you he 3-level score now.
Popcorn.
Let me tell you, I pull up in a parking lot, it's going in. I mean, where we at? Making the mayor.
So, all right, let's move to one of Trey's. Who I think is like.
Wait, Chris. Wait. You was giving us pushback on that issue.
Yeah.
You saying you don't believe that there's a world where Trey can make an all-star team in Zion. Now I'm not gonna say like cannot, but you know what I'm saying. Like you saying
I just don't see it next year. I think if he continues to build blocks based off of what he was doing last year, absolutely. But I think because I got to see him be able to win with that. It was a lot of really good numbers and really good performances surrounded by some bad, some losses and some bad teams, some bad rosters. So I want to see him be able to take that into winning if he's going to be that guy. So to me, and specifically fitting in like a Jordan Poole and some of these other talents, where it's going to be some kind of transitional period, and you got Willie Green, because for all I know, Willie Green is, the first thing he's thinking about, man, I could turn Trey Murphy back into nothing but a shooter again, since I got some of these other guys that could do, what I'm saying? I don't know if Trey go still had the freedom at the uses that he had last year. Again, I don't know.
Hey, we potting? Are we potting?
Yeah.
All right, so check this out. You ever see a young lady, let's call her a young lady, right? Who you might have had relations with at one point, and then like she upped the ante in her life, and she got the new body now, right?
She got a BBL.
No. I'm not even suggesting that. I'm saying like she just got it. She did the work. Okay. She got a new body, right?
Or she got a BBL.
Or she got that. The one you was dealing with before, that's not the same young lady. Like them points ain't on the board no more. You can't revert her back to that. In this case, you can't. Trey done got a taste of what being on a cusp of being great basketball player is. Okay. You can't revert him back to just standing in the corner. Like you can't. It's not gonna happen.
So he
he went to Dr. Gale's pocket because the money is not going to allow him to do that anymore.
Boy, I'm so glad you didn't say pocketbook.
Valor, what's good? How you? Why you? I'm just saying, bro. Like, why you like?
You ain't never seen a girl your partner might have hollered at in the past.
Yeah, like, bro. I'd have been around enough to see. I'd have seen something that I'd have dealt with. I just comparing just basketball and BBL.
I'm just saying they both bounce.
Come on, Bob.
That plays, that stays.
Come on, Bob.